Good morning, family. It's your girl, Alycia Mitchell, the counselor. I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about something kind of near and dear to me regarding Child Protection Week. So we will dive right in. First, few housekeeping tips and some things about me. Again, I'm Alycia Mitchell. I am a have a master's in counseling. I am a certified relationship coach. I am a wedding officiant, an ordained minister, previous teacher, and let's see, what else do I do? Well, I was going to my niche. I definitely specialize in spiritual, mental, and emotional wellness. So I really want to dive into this because, again, this is pretty close to my heart. It is Child Protection Week. It's normally observed, I think I researched and said it was in Australia, but I feel like it's something that we need to bring awareness to here in the States. So why not just bring it here so that you can get some knowledge about it, right? So let me give you some history regarding Child Protection Week and why it got established, and then kind of give you some more information, right? Okay. So the history of National Child Protection Week. It started over 30 years ago in Australia, right? The goal of this initiative is to raise awareness of child abuse and neglect, and then also help to prevent it. So it is something that I am very passionate about. A lot of you don't know that I used to be a child care inspector. Shout out to some of my daycares I know still kind of follow me here on Facebook. But I used to be a child care licensing inspector, and I also would do the frontline work for abuse and neglect. And then our actual investigators would come in if we do see that there was some abuse and neglect that has taken place. Abuse and neglect is something that we definitely need to raise more awareness about because it's happening so much more than what we, one, realize. Two, it's happening more in our children's lives than they care to share with us. So I really wanted to bring this to our attention. Just some more information regarding National Protection Week. There are several different countries that are observing this, not only Australia, but South Africa also observes this. And it seems that Nigeria is one of the largest countries, the most dangerous when it comes to children being abused, right? Now, there is much more information about this just in our own country, but because this was something that was that is actually being observed at this moment in Australia, I'm kind of giving more of international facts than I am our own. Definitely can go and do more research about this on the DFPS.org website, and that is one here in Texas. It also will give you national information as well. So I wanted to just bring more awareness to child protection, right? Also wanted to make mention that we as adults, we can child protection just by being more aware of what's going on in our children's lives. So if you are watching with me, hashtag in the chat, check in on our kids, right? I really think it's important that we do have more check-ins like with our children, not just the, oh, how was school today, but how are you feeling? What's going on? Can you give mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, can you give teacher more information about what's going on with you, right? I used to be in the classroom, so I am always observing children. If I see different marks than what was there before, if I see that they were a little bit sadder than they normally are, if their demeanor has changed, all of that plays a role in child protection. right? Us being aware of a child and what they are experiencing in that moment, that helps in terms of their protection. If you see that little Johnny is no longer the bubbly, happy, goofy, playful self, and all of a sudden he has become dark and he's become really sad. You see different marks on him every other day. He's always saying, "Oh, I fell off of this," or "I hurt this." All of those things are key signs that we need to look into, right? That gives us more awareness of what's going on in little Johnny's life. Don't feel like you need to have all the facts towards abuse and neglect before you call it in. It is not your job for you to investigate if this is happening to this child. Let me say that again. It is not your job to actually see if this is really happening to this child. Your job is just to give them the information. Hey, kind of noticed something different. It's really kind of setting out some red flags for me. I just want to bring it to your attention, and you let the professionals handle it. I really want to stress that because a lot of people don't actually report abuse and neglect because they feel like they need to have all the facts before they actually say something. That is 1,000% not true. You need to go ahead and report it. Let the professionals be the one to decide if this is officially child abuse and neglect. Okay. So how can we here in America observe National Child Protection Week, right? We can just join in the efforts. Just by you being on this live today and sharing it, ding, 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 sharing this information is actually joining in the efforts. It's just bringing awareness to something that is going on in our own yard. I'm not even gonna say backyard. I'm gonna say in our yard because it really is in front of us, and we need to be able to actually get this out there, let people know that this is what is happening and that we are no longer going to be quiet about it, but we're going to say something, right? That is joining in on the efforts, actually saying something. Read about the issue. Actually take the time to see what is going on in the U.S. when it comes to child abuse and neglect. You can always join the initiatives here in the U.S. regarding child abuse. There's definitely a lot of initiatives on that, and that's something that you can research for yourself, just so that you will be more aware and know other signs of child abuse. Let's see. There are a few facts that I wanted to just make mention of. Child abuse kills. I think we kind of know that, right? Most predators are known, or most of the children that are victims know they're predators, right? They actually know the people that are harming them. That's so sad to say, but it's very true. It is a crime. It is a criminal behavior to actually abuse a child. And I'm not talking about the normal spanking. I'm not talking about, actual discipline. I am not talking about that. I'm talking about this baby has not ate in a month because you're trying to teach them a lesson. That's abuse and neglect. Okay. I'm talking about you are beating this child back at black and blue on a daily basis because you're having issues. That's child abuse and neglect. Okay. Let's see. The most common form of child abuse and neglect. It's so many various forms. Again, I just kind of went through some of those with you. And there's so many unknown cases. Again, just bringing awareness to this will actually help a child in any way. So please make sure that you share this information to whomever you can. Okay. Wanted to make sure that I actually give out the child abuse and neglect hotline. There is one specifically here for Texas, and that is 800-252-5400. Again, that is 800-252-5400. Now, the national hotline for child abuse and child welfare is 1-800-422-4453. Again, the National Child Abuse and Child Welfare Hotline, 800-422-4453. 4453. Guys, I know this was like a heavier subject. Like normally we're more goofy and I try and, be playful and all the different hashtags. Today's hashtag is I am going to be more aware of child abuse. That's what I want you to drop in the chat. I am going to be more aware of child abuse. It's important, guys. I'm going to stress this so much today. Child abuse is so important. I want to make sure that you are being more aware and you are keeping yourself up to date with some of the different things that are going on. There's even internet abuse that these children experience. There is, what was the last thing I read? There was one child that they found that was being kidnapped, and the stuff that happened was based on Instagram and all those different things. Please be aware of what's going on with your children. Be nosy, be in their business, because they ain't got no business. I'm gonna just say that. That's what my mom used to tell me. I ain't got no business. I'm just a child. I don't got no business. So be in their business. Be aware of what's going on with them. Be aware of what's going on in their lives, in their school. Just us wearing maroon today in support of Uvalde. Just being aware of how your children are feeling or what they're experiencing. That is a really helpful check-in with them. And it's so much more than just, did you have a good day today? Okay, well, it's time for dinner. Don't bypass this moment today. Actually take the time to sit and talk with your children on how they're doing, how they're feeling, and if anything different is going on with them. You'd be surprised that these kids will talk to you about their feelings. They're much more in tune with them than you think they are. Okay, so again, I am Alycia Mitchell. I am coming to you today regarding Child Protection Week. Please make sure you like, share, and ring that bell for us today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding this subject or any subject, please contact us at www.candyologycs.com, or you can call us at 972-670-7787, or you can hit us up on any of our social media outlets. Have a great day, and I will see you later. Be blessed.